from Elvis Duran in the Morning Show.
Yeah, I'm excited. Grace VanderWaal's here, but her dog Frankie's here, and I'm a little more excited about Frankie. Isn't that funny? Hi, Grace.
Hi.
Thank you. No, thank you for coming in. But why do you have a can of oats?
It's my shaker.
So you're going to use a product from the grocery store as an instrument.
I'm gonna try.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Like what, Grace? Okay, let's get creative. What other items in a grocery store can you use when you're making music?
No.
This is a good percussion.
Everything. Well, not everything, but pretty much everything. This one's great though.
Can I take a cucumber and turn it into a flute or something?
You can get a melon and thump on it.
You can thump on the melon. Yeah. Why not? Well, Grace, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
The last time you came in and you performed for us with your ukulele, I don't know if you remember, we had text messages and social media talking about your performance and our conversation for days. I mean, you really do leave a deep footprint everywhere you go, and you're just so fantastic.
Thank you.
So at the Billboard Awards the other night, are you into those awards where there's all the activity, all these other celebrities and artists?
Okay, I enjoy award shows. I've had so many people tell me like, "Oh, you're going to award shows." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like they're enjoyable for the crowd. I always enjoy them at least, and you get to see a bunch of people. And this was definitely like the most, star-filled thing I've ever been to.
Are you still at the point where you see somebody and you go, "Oh my gosh, that's Shawn Mendes," or like, whatever artist you love?
Yeah, so I actually love Ariana Grande. I'm like one of her biggest fans,
Right.
and I was crying through her whole performance. And Shawn Mendes actually, we were like across from each other.
Right.
And he looked back to like smile at me or whatever, and I have tears streaming down my face, but the performance hasn't even started yet. It was just because I knew that I was about to see her sing live, and I saw the look of realization on his face. He looked back into the
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you crying?
and then looked forward again.
He looked forward and said, "I looked at Grace VanderWaal crying because I'm in front of her."
Yeah, he thought I was having like a mental breakdown.
We're calling Shawn in Paris in about an hour.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just, hey, you know what? That night you saw Grace VanderWaal crying. It wasn't because of you.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry to tell you.
We love Shawn. We're gonna put him in his place. All the day his album came out. Now, several months ago, we did this incredible show for the Madison Square Garden of Dreams. It's an organization here in New York City that helps out kids here in the city who are just trying to make their dreams come true. And it's the story in every city. We have this organization here to help our kids. And Grace came out on stage and did Clearly, and it was just you and your ukulele, and it sounded so great.
Thank you.
But what I was as impressed with, Grace, was not only your performance but the response from the audience. They were you blow people away when you perform. And do you feel it? Do you feel energy coming back at you when you're performing for an audience?
Yeah, definitely. But that kind of makes it harder because then, like, if I can tell that people aren't enjoying the performance, then I get all self-conscious, and then the performance is worse, and then the crowd is worse, and then the performance is worse, and the worse the performance,
So I mean, it goes.
Yeah.
It's like a slippery slope to hell.
Yes, really.
If you see like one person in the front row that's frowning, you're like, oh, damn it.
Yeah, that ruins it all.
No,
that
don't-
ruins it all.
Why would somebody be frowning at you though? Like,
Oh my God, you'd be surprised. I'll be on tour, and like obviously, like it's my tour. You buy tickets for Grace VanderWaal, so
Yeah.
most of them know who I am.
They want to be. They want
Unless
to be
they like
there.
accidentally bought it. And obviously, I have a lot of young kid fans. And there's always like that one parent that's just hating their life.
Oh, God.
So I'll be singing and their like kids or whatever will be like having a ball. And I'll look at them and they'll just be like,
with that face.
Stone face.
it's
That
like
face.
so done and just
Oh.
wanting to leave.
They're like, I'm only here for my kid.
Yeah, basically.
You know, a lot of people forget. You know, if an artist is performing for you, they're performing for you. They're not
Right.
up there just
Yeah.
wanting to sing to themselves.
No.
And so, you know, if you don't give them great feedback, it does affect them. And you want it to. You want an artist to be honest and free feeling, but you don't want to like be a downer.
Yeah.
I mean, and also, but here's another thing. We were talking about this earlier. When you look out and you don't really see faces, you just see phones up. And all you see are phones capturing the moment. Do you think you're being... I mean, who are you playing for? Are you playing for phones? Or are you playing for people? Are they watching you through the phone? It's got to be kind of a surreal thing.
Well, every show is different. I mean, some shows, it kind of depends on where I am in like the U.S. Because some shows it's like pretty normal. Really, the parents are the only ones with the phones. But some shows are like, I swear to God, like a 5-year-old will like take out their iPhone X and start videoing me.
Do you
It's
ever
crazy.
say, let's put the phones down and live in the moment?
I should before. I've always wanted to before So Much More Than This, because that's literally what the song's about. It's like so much throw your phone and breathe in the air. Everyone like pulls out their phones to video their performance, and I always every time I perform it, I always think like this is so ironic that everyone's videoing me while I'm singing a song about.
And you know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, you know they know what you're talking
Right.
about.
Yeah.
But as a performer, I mean, the last thing you want to do is go on stage and start yelling at people.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to respond badly.
I know you're here to see me, but you know what? You're really irritating me.
You're annoying. Put your phone away.
You should talk about yourself in the third person. If you go out on stage and they're not responding to your show, you should just say, you know, Grace is very upset with you now, and let them see like a weird side to you. All right, so do you have another album in the works? I mean, are you like there's got to be album number 2 coming up? Have you thought about it? Are you working on it?
I've thought about it very much. I'm working on it. I don't know how much I should share about this little plan I've made in my mind.
You can share as little or as much as you want.
I don't think I'm going to release another album just yet. I think that I want to do like a couple singles like leading into an EP.
Perfect.
Just because that's just the advice that I've taken in and what I want to do. And then maybe after that, I'll like throw an album in there and, you know, the whole shebang.
That's what's so cool about being an artist today versus before your time. I mean, back in the day when we started, you had to have an album and it had to come out on a certain date.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like in this time, albums are coming more or less and less kind of like seen as an album or one thing. You know, like I feel like people don't actually buy full albums anymore. People buy singles and specific songs from the album that they know. Like I don't know anyone who buys a whole album anymore.
Well, I'll make a commitment to you now. If and ever you come out with an album, I will buy the whole thing. Done.
I'm going to hold you to that.
Hold me to it.
I'm going to hold you to that.
All right. So as we were saying earlier, Clearly is one of the songs that Grace performed at this this Garden of Dreams show, and it was just incredible. Of course, Clearly, I can see clearly now. It came out in the early 70s, I believe. I was the only one in this room alive. Your mom wasn't even alive. I'm older than you, Mom. I could be your grandfather. What if I am? Is this kind of creepy?
TMZ.
You have like a really cool old gay granddad. I would make a great granddad.
You would make a great granddad.
Oh, God help me. Anyway, but when this song came out, the lyrics, I remember as a kid, the lyrics just kind of really made sense. It made me feel good about me with whatever I was going through at that time. Obviously, the song hit a nerve with you. These lyrics resonate with you in one way. Can you talk about that? Can you address it?
Yeah, so obviously I can't take all the credit for this because I worked with a producer and writer named Ito on the song as well, and a couple other writers. And we both thought that it would just be really cool because the song is so just happy and just circular, and we thought it would be really, really cool to just kind of add some depth and background, kind of darker story to the lines, and then have the like, I can see clearly now.
You want to do it?
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
I'd love
now,
to.
Who's performing with you?
This is Justin.
Of course.
Justin
I said
Bennett.
that. Actually, I met Justin earlier, but I just wanted to like pretend like we hadn't met each other.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
All right, and I hear rumor there's another song to follow, but I don't know what it is, and they won't tell me what it is. So don't tell me.
How do you know that?
Well, I know that when artists come in, usually there's a cover they do, but they don't tell me what
Oh,
I don't know.
Release.
I don't know what it is. So I don't know. Is there?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah, there.
And it's a song by someone else. All right, don't
Yeah.
tell me. La la la, not listening. La la la. All right, so this is Clearly. Listen to this. This is amazing.
There's a world outside my door. I don't know it anymore. I'm gonna stay here now. I'm gonna stay here now. Close curtains, cut the lights. Match darkness in my mind. It's gonna take me down. It's gonna take me all the roads I've been before. Same mistakes always got me shaking. And all the signs I once ignored, my denial, I didn't want to face them. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I accept all the things that I change. Gone are the dark clouds, the dawn has come, and it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. There's a roll outside my door. I force my feet down to the floor. So I'm gonna make it out. I'm gonna make it out. Take a breath and say a prayer. Find the strength in my despair. It's not gonna take me down. It's not gonna take me. All the roads I've been before, same mistakes, always got me shaking. All the signs I once ignored, my denial, I didn't want to face them. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I accept all things that I cannot change. Gone are the dark clouds, the dawn has come, and it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. And it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. All the pain in my sorrow won't change today, only ruin tomorrow. Oh, oh, all the pain in my sorrow won't change today, only ruin tomorrow. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. I accept all things that I cannot change. Gone are the dark clouds, the dawn has come, and it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day. And it's gonna be a bright, bright, sunshiny day.
Nice.
All right.
Wow. So cool.
Thank you.
Free love. So you're going to be on tour with Imagine Dragons this summer?
Yes.
And I know you're going to be at the Garden June 19th.
Yeah, you should come.
I should. Do you know anyone?
for
Do you know
real.
anyone who can get me in? For real?
Do you have any pull, Grace?
I think we're already planning on being there. But
Oh, cool.
come on. But and I love Imagine Dragons. Have you worked with them before? I mean, have you?
Okay, so this is really weird
Yeah,
because
how'd
the
it come
tour
together?
is happening in like, what,
A week?
1 week? It's like so soon. Sorry, I'm just like looking at my
I think it
mom.
is.
But I've never met them before.
Maybe you should.
So the first time I'll meet them is our first sound check, I guess.
What if you hate them?
Oh,
Like, oh, God,
Imagine?
I've just been on tour with
No.
it. Oh, Lord. Just going to
No,
do my
I'm
songs
sure they're
and get
nice.
off the stage.
They're very
No,
Christian, so
they're very, very
I'm sure
cool.
they're very, very nice.
They're very cool. Very good. And it's a great time. The two of you guys complement each other very, very well.
Thank you.
That's
I
going to be
hope so.
amazing. And I hear, is it true you have a line of ukuleles coming out?
Yes.
I want mine. I want
Yay!
send me a free one. I want a
I
free
will.
ukulele. All right.
I will. I'm working with Fender, and we're making Grace VanderWaal ukulele.
That's so cool.
I'm so
Do you have more
excited.
than one ukulele?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
How many do you have?
I give away a lot of them.
Oh, you do?
I get sent a lot of ukuleles.
Oh.
So you have dozens of them.
Yes. Well, not anymore. No.
I mean, think about it. Maybe 2 years ago, did you ever dream you'd find a day where Fender wants to do your own Grace VanderWaal ukulele?
Well,
I mean,
I've never been a brand person, so 2 years ago, when I was 12, I don't think I knew what Fender was.
right? But now you know how important Fender is to the music.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
yes.
it's a piece of history.
Yeah.
And now you're a piece of history. It's okay. Let that sink in. Ego getting huge. Great. It's awesome. All right. So there's another song coming here.
Yeah.
I don't know who it's from.
Shawn Mendes.
Oh, no. Why are you telling me?
I was supposed to tell
Oh,
us.
text messages.
Oh, whoopsie daisy. What was I supposed to do? Was it supposed to be a surprise?
Just play it, yeah.
Well, I don't know which song. He has 2 or 3.
That's true.
Okay, well, then you'll be surprised with the song.
Text message. I've never heard her like this. She's bringing tears to my eyes and chills to my arms. Oh my God, freaking goosebumps. Number 3, blown away by her raw voice. Number 4, give Elvis a free ukulele. I made that one. And we're gonna have Sean on in 30 minutes. By the
cool.
way, we're calling him. He's in
I
Paris.
swear, I didn't even plan this. Seems like I did that.
No, we're having him on just for you. Wouldn't Paris be great today? Have you been to Paris before?
No, I've always wanted to, though.
Oh, you'll make it there. It's pretty cool. Just don't
That's
go.
crazy. He must be busy. He was at the Billboard Awards, and now all of a sudden he's in Paris.
Well, his plane just never stops. I think Shawn Mendes has 45 airplanes that keep him in the air at all times. Hi, Jenna. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Doing okay. Say good morning to Grace VanderWaal.
Hi, Jenna.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
What did you think of her performance of Clearly?
I thought it was awesome. That her raspy voice. It was just chills all through my body.
Thank you.
I enjoyed listening to it.
Is raspy voice a compliment, or is it, oh, your voice is raspy?
No.
Is it
No,
good?
it's a very good compliment. Very good compliment.
Your voice is very unique, and it sounds awesome.
Thank
I agree.
you.
Yes. I loved it.
Are you
loved the song.
Sorry, Jenna. Are you going to have a good day?
Yeah. I just work half a day, and then tomorrow I'm off to the river. So I'm.
What do you do at the
looking
river?
forward to the weekend.
Do you fish?
Just hang out with my. Well, sometimes just hang out with my family and.
Oh, that's cool. What's your job?
I'm a dental assistant.
Oh, cool. So you're going to go to the dentist today, hang out, then go to the river?
Yes.
Sounds like a plan.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, it's a good day.
I think I want to go hang out with you.
Yeah.
But you asked her if she fishes. Do you fish?
I don't fish. It just sounded like,
Yeah.
You need to go fishing.
No, swing by the river. You know, it sounds like
Well,
she's
both
going
of
to
you-
go
there's
fishing.
The river with me.
There's an organization called Women Who Fish. It's WWF. I kid you not.
Is it
A
really?
good friend of mine goes out and fishes with them all the time. So if you want to start fishing, let me know. I'll hook you up with a free
Yeah,
membership
Jenna,
card.
I'll give you my number after this, and we can go fishing.
Go fishing. Jenna,
Yeah, absolutely.
well,
And
thank
I'll
you.
call you Auntie. You'll be my new Auntie.
Auntie Jenna.
Okay.
Thank you for listening and have fun at the river. I never thought I would say that to someone. Thanks for listening. Have fun at the river. I mean, I've been doing this for how many years? I've never said that to someone. Have
She
fun at the
was
river.
so weirded out. After I said all that, she was just like, oh. And I said the whole Auntie thing. She goes, okay.
Yeah, well, I gotta.
I don't think I'll be listening
She's like,
to
I
you
gotta.
anymore.
She's like, I gotta go.
Yeah.
It's like here in New York, if you go down to the river, it's the Hudson River.
Yeah.
And there's things like airplanes landing in it and stuff.
You might catch something if you go in that one.
Yeah, it's a different type of river. Oh, look, a hospital bed just floated by with a person in it. Well, anyway, so, okay, one more song. We know it's from Shawn Mendes.
Yeah.
Actually, today it's from you. So we don't know what it is. Never before heard it from Grace. Here we go. This is just for us, an exclusive.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. Ain't on the bathroom floor, I feel nothing. I'm overwhelmed and insecure. Give me something I could take my ease of mind slowly. Just have a drink and you'll feel better. Just take her home and you'll feel better. Keep telling me that it gets better, but does it ever? Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. Look through my phone again, feeling anxious, afraid to be alone again. I hate this, trying to find a way to chill. I can't breathe. Oh, is there somebody who can help me? It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving
giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up, but I just can't. It isn't in my blood. It isn't in my blood. I need somebody now. I need somebody now. Someone to help me out. I need somebody now. But it isn't in my blood.
Wow. We
So-
need. Can we play part of that for Shawn Mendes when we call him?
Oh, absolutely.
That was amazing.
Let's make him nervous.
Yeah.
We're going to make him nervous. Hey, we found someone who does it better than
Yeah,
you, Sean. No
sorry,
offense.
sorry, Shawn.
Wow. Okay, well, first of all, what a gift you've given us today. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we are happy that you are here. And it's so great to see your mom and
Yeah.
Frankie. Frankie sneezed on me earlier. It was just a great moment.
Oh, it's great to hear.
It's the pollen in the air. I mean, it's tis
Yeah,
the
it's not
season.
his fault. It's not his fault.
Not at all. He's cool. Grace, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grace
Thank you for
VanderWaal,
having
of
me.
course, clearly is it's out. You can get it now, and just watch for more singles as they are released. Of course, we'll let you know when they are.
Yeah.
So you can boom pop on and just download them and have a great time on the road with Imagine Dragons. And we'll see you at the
Thank you.
Garden June 19th.
Yes.
Grace
Can't wait.
VanderWaal,
I'll be looking for you in the crowd.
Thank you so much. Let's try to get a translator who speaks French and go live to Paris. Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Elvis. Thank you for that awesome. That was your best intro of all time.
I'll tell you. Now, is the city as beautiful as I left it for you?
It is. I walked in and they said, "Don't worry, Elvis has prepared everything for you," and it's been great.
Good. See?
So I got to tell you, I woke up really early this morning because I didn't have your album yet. So I heard it. I heard the whole thing before I left my apartment this morning, and I love this.
Cool.
I love the sound of this album. It sounds so fantastic. You did a
Thank
great
you.
job. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. I feel like I let myself kind of not. Like I let myself experiment and do like a bunch of different styles and go a little R&B and go a little rock and go a little songwriter, and I really kind of just let myself experiment musically, and it feels really good. I'm really happy.
I heard some folksy kind of stuff in there too. And
Yeah.
And you know what? Does it really take 3 albums to finally do an album where you can just kind of, I don't want to say take risks, but just be more true to what you wanted to do? Or maybe maybe you never knew you wanted to do this until now anyway. So how to explain all that?
Exactly. I think, yes, it takes a couple albums to kind of be like, okay, well, my thought process was I want to do this for the rest of my life. And if I'm not honest now, then I'm never going to be honest with myself. And so I figured I'd rather just take the risk and make music that I really, truly love and hope people love it instead of try to make music that I think people are going to love that I don't truly love. So yeah, I kind of just was like, if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, might as well start being really, really truthful with it now, you know?
Don't you go through like a trust process too with the label? Like in the beginning, they kind of like, steer you in certain directions, and eventually they're like,
Of
you know
course.
what, Sean, you got this. We know you know what you're doing.
Yeah, and I think that, the cool thing about nowadays is that the labels recognize that, like, people love the artists for them, and they don't love them for the manufactured version of them, which is really cool. Which I'm really lucky to be kind of doing music in a time like that. But yeah, they let me have full creative control, which is just so cool.
Well, they have no choice.
Yeah, you're right.
And I will tell you, there's so much honesty in the Shawn Mendes album. He actually talks about the time he was arrested for counterfeiting. Remember?
I did talk about that.
There's a song about armed robbery.
Yeah, I know.
in there.
That's my
Illegally
favorite one.
drinking in America.
It's all sorts of stuff. So I mean, it's a little honest. Got to be honest.
Yeah.
Anyway, I have to tell you something. You're familiar with Grace VanderWaal?
Yeah, I love Grace. She's incredible.
Well, she was here less than an hour ago. And,
awesome.
And we told her, we said, well, by the way, Shawn Mendes, we're going to call him to congratulate him on his #1 album. And let's see. She sang this. Do you want to? Can he hear this? Can he hear this? I don't know what buttons to push. Hold on, Sean. We're having a.
Yeah, you can hear that.
Okay, here we go. Listen to this.
Help me. It's like the walls are caving in. Sometimes I feel like giving up. No medicine is strong enough. Someone help me. I'm crawling in my skin. Sometimes I feel like giving up.
She is so awesome.
Oh my God.
I know.
Yeah.
She had never performed that song ever. She came in, and to add a little percussion to the background, she got a can of oatmeal from Whole Foods, and she played that next to the microphone.
That was so cool.
Crazy goosebumps. I saw her the other day. She is special, and I mean that with so much honesty. Like, and when I say special, I mean like she's very truly special because she knows what she wants, and she really, really knows what she wants to make musically, which is taking me to 19 years old to figure that out. She knows that. I'm not sure how old she is, but I know she's not 19.
Yeah, she's 14 years old.
By the way, she wants you to know that when you saw her at the Billboard Awards and you turned around and she was crying, it wasn't because she was having a breakdown. It was because
she's obsessed with Ariana Grande.
Yes, Ariana Grande
she
was
loves
about
Ariana.
to take the stage.
So you just
that was so sweet to see. She's so genuinely like in love with music and artists, and she's a fan. And yeah, I think she's going to be super, super big one day.
Well, you know what? You actually brought something up that's very interesting. I mean, she's 14, and you've been doing this you're on your 3rd album now. Isn't it interesting to see people who are coming up in the business after you, and you want to sit down and tell them what they're about to experience, but you know that they have to experience it on their own, just like you have, you know?
Totally. I was 15, and I think at that stage, everything is really terrifying. And you're just like so scared of everything, and everybody's scary. And Elvis Duran is really scary when you walk in and talk to him.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, but then a few years later, you realize that it's actually really, really nice. And I think she's in that phase right now where everything is maybe really overwhelming for her, but you have to go through that to be able to experience the calm, I think.
Exactly. And there's more to come. I mean, you have more to experience. We all do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look, I'm 100,000 years old. I still have more stuff to do. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, look, I know you have the entire city of Paris to go play in. I hope you have the best day. #1, I can't even count the countries. There are countries in here I've never heard of where you're #1 today.
Me too.
Album #3. It's called, and what a creative title as well.
It took us years to think of this one. I had this in my back pocket since I was 14.
We're going to blow people's minds with the album is Shawn Mendes, and the work in here is so incredible and so fresh, and it really threw me off in a great way. I can't wait to go hear it again. Shawn, thank you for being on the phone with us in Paris, and we'll see you back in New York, okay?
Thanks, guys. I'll see you soon. Take care.
Take care.
There you go. Shawn Mendes, #1.
Wow.